Hey folks, welcome to Yahoo Sports. I am Kevin Iole, and on Saturday at Apex here in Las Vegas, UFC 255, one of the greatest fighters in the world in the main event, Valentina Shevchenko, the UFC flyweight champion, will defend her title yet again against Jennifer Maia. Joining me right now is the champ, Valentina Shevchenko. Hi, Valentina. How are you?
Hello, Kevin. Feeling good, strong, and very confident for this Saturday.
Yeah, and with good reason. You are a massive favorite at all the sports books to win this. Let's start here. Jennifer Maia was an underdog against Joanne Calderwood. I actually picked her to beat Calderwood. She went out and did that. Were you surprised that it was Maia and not Calderwood that you were facing in this fight?
Actually, no. I had kind of like feeling it can go the other way. So yeah, I potentially could see Maya winning the Calderwood, and no, it was not any like surprise for me. There is no surprises for me.
I mean, I know you're so prepared. You're kind of like a Girl Scout. You prepare for every possible eventuality. How well do you know, like, all the top contenders' games? Like, are you so familiar with everybody in the division now that if I throw somebody out there, you can kind of comment on their strengths and weaknesses at this point, even before you fight them?
No, I don't do these things. I'm not studying them like in advance. No, I don't do. I just like when I have someone certain, like in my boat agreements, the next ones, then I starting to pay more attention on their games. Yes, I saw how they fight. Yes, I know what they're doing, but it's not the way when you are like gonna face someone, you are studying them way more carefully.
A lot of longtime champions kind of they say it gets difficult as all the pressure that's on you as a champion. You do more media, you have a lot more attention on you, expectations are higher. How does that hit you? I mean, I know now as one of the UFC's longest reigning champions and one of the most successful fighters in the world that you're getting a lot of attention. How does all that extra stuff wear on you?
Oh, so perfect. It's the where I want to be. I know exactly what pressure I have. I know exactly what the main things is winning the fight. Of course, doing everything that I have to do to promote the fight before the fight. But in the same time, I know how control my energy to leave everything for the fight, for make explosion and show everything from me. I just was I just doing martial arts for so long.
Right.
I have so much experience in fighting so many different opponents, and I just know how it works. I was prepared all my life to be where I am right now. That's why I know exactly what I have to do, and I'm not agree to have less pressure on me.
You have a little different this time. Both Shevchenko sisters are fighting, right? And that's kind of unusual. And you're coming out last, so you want to watch your sister fight. I would imagine there's going to be emotions as that goes on. How does that change your preparation in the back, right? You're trying to get ready for a very important fight, and yet Antonina is fighting. What does that do to you, do you think?
It's not the first time when it's first time in the UFC event.
Right.
UFC history of two sisters fighting on the same event, yes, but it's not first time in our life. Fighting in Muay Thai, like years ago, we did the same, fighting on the same event, same card, same championships. Even we had, for example, I was fighting a lower weight class. She was fighting a little bit higher. We have about 6 pounds the difference, 3 kilograms, and it was like finals because finals happening in one day, all finals.
Right.
And so you have my final, our coach like doing everything for me, then I win the fight, and he goes to the changing room taking her, and then starting to like all the fight with her. So we know exactly what to expect. We know exactly how to control emotions, to not it be so like personal and so tied to the fight. Yes, it's hard, but it's possible to do, and we know how to do it. And I know that I cannot help her because she is the one who is inside of the octagon, who is fighting. That's why there is no reason to put more emotions than it necessary.
Give us a little hint on Antonina, because she's obviously a contender as well. How does she look in training camp, and what kind of fight do you expect from your sister?
Oh, she's in so good shape. She's so strong. She's like doing everything great. Her diet goes good, so she's in good weight, and she's very hard trainer, hard worker. And I there is no doubt that she's gonna do everything good, and she's gonna get the victory. I don't have any doubt because I see how she's training, and I see what is her strength.
I want to ask you this. There's another title fight on the card. The men's flyweight champion, Davison Figueiredo, is going to defend his title against Alex Perez. Your fight is the main event. So 2 flyweight championships, and they're putting your fight in the main event. And I wonder what you think that says, what that does for women in sport. Historically, women have always been forced to take a backseat to men's sports, right? I know the UFC, set a precedent when Ronda Rousey was the main event in her first show. But what do you think it says that in 2020, the UFC is progressive enough that they put women's, they treat the women almost just like the men, right? I think there's no difference, and maybe you disagree, but what is your thought on that?
I'm so happy that you are thinking this, that you are like this kind, but they put men's as a main event, and I am co-main event.
I thought you were the main event.
I would be happy to be the main event, but no, not this time.
How did I get that wrong? Well, you should be the main event. How did that not happen? Now let's criticize the UFC for this. What are they doing wrong?
You are not the first person who are saying the same thing, and even like having things like that, it's totally like fine. It's totally good. They are so good fighters, both of them. Figueiredo and Perez, they're gonna show very good, skillful fight. And yeah, being co-main, but it doesn't mean anything like that. They're treating somehow less females than males. I don't think so, because it's very true what you were saying. In UFC, they treat exactly right. The same respect for women, same for men's. And I think this is a great place and good place, to compete and have your professional career as a martial artist.
I want to ask you about your, you and Amanda are clearly worlds above everybody else in their divisions. Amanda Nunes holds the bantamweight and the featherweight championship. She's been dominant just like you have at flyweight. What is the motivation when, you're going out there, and you're winning? I know it's not easy, but you win quickly and you dominate the fights. How do you get yourself up for the next one, and how do you keep having that same energy you had when you were on the climb?
Because it's my life, martial arts. It's I love to do it. I love to train. I love to see what limits my body can reach every day in the single trainings. And it's just my passion for martial arts. I don't have to have any motivation. I don't have to have anything extra, because it's already in me. It's my love for martial arts. It's just pushing me every time to do something else, something bigger, something more interesting. And I think it's amazing. Even the hardest hardest things that you are doing, it's not that difficult when you love what you are doing.
Yeah, that is awesome. And I know you love to travel, and so you get to see the world in this job, right? And I follow you on Instagram, and I see you all over the place, and it seems like you have so much fun wherever you go.
So true. It's exactly my lifestyle to travel, to see much more from the life, from the people's life, from the culture. I think it's the best education that people, that person can receive. And when they see how it's different over there, they understand more how life is working, what rules life has. It's not like someone can be blind living on the one place and like without trying to know something else. It's and they are thinking that this is it, there is no other stuff in the world. They don't think that it can be different something. But when you see how people live over there, you understand how happy you are over here.
But do you think in a way, like, I wonder if your travels teach you this, that like while we have differences everywhere, people are really pretty much the same everywhere too. And that
Oh
like
yeah.
you start to realize that why do we dislike this group of people when, everybody's the same and have the same emotions and thoughts and dreams?
Oh, it's so true. Everybody is the same. They speak different languages. They probably have different culture. They probably different like religion or something like that. But at the end of the day, we are all the same,
Right.
and it's amazing.
How many languages do you speak now? You're what, 4 or 5?
I going for force. I speak English, Russian, and Spanish, and I'm learning Thai language.
Whoa. I guess you train over there, so you need to learn that.
So true, so true.
Since I messed up before, and saying you were the main event when you were the co-main event, just how would you say Kevin is a dummy in Russian?
No, I will not say it in any language. No, no, never.
Anyways, let's finish up with this. What is going to be the goal, if assuming that you get past Jennifer Maia? What's going to be the goal for 2021 for you? Do you stay at flyweight? Do you consider a super fight with the champion at strawweight, who is putting up a great record, or do you give one more crack to Amanda Nunes? What kind of would be the goal in 2021 for you?
I'm the type of the person who doesn't like to speak a lot about the future before they pass in the challenge what they have in front of them. So I prefer to focus myself on the challenge what I have this Saturday, pass it, and then things what it's gonna I gonna have for the next year. But it's like kind of. For me it doesn't make sense to think much about this, because it's every time can turn the opposite side, and it can mess up all your plans. So I just trying to go with the flow and take my opportunities. But without go with the flow, it doesn't mean just like relaxed without thinking of nothing. No, I just trying to with my really open eyes to see all opportunities what it's coming toward me, and just trying to take them as good as I can.
There's one of the best in the world right there, and she's got it all together. Valentina Shevchenko, UFC flyweight champion, fighting on Saturday at Apex UFC 255. Valentina, thank you and good luck on Saturday. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Have a good day. Bye.